Jamie, there is a growing fight here in Washington state over forcing students to wear masks in schools. Some Republican lawmakers are challenging Governor Inslee's mask mandate for all schools in this state. And now at least one school district is considering making masks optional, a decision that could come with hefty penalties. When kids in Washington return to the classroom, they must wear a mask under order of Governor Inslee. An overreach, according to Republican lawmaker Joe Schmick.
I am all about safety, but I also believe that the local school district should be making that decision with the health department and parents.
As the ranking Republican on the Health and Wellness Committee, Schmick fired off this letter to the governor, saying the risk COVID-19 presents to children is extremely low, 0.16% of deaths in the state. Adding masks interrupt learning, speech, and language development, asking to leave masking decisions solely to parents and local control when it comes to this issue. Signed by him and 24 other state lawmakers. The governor's response? We have received the letter from legislators, and while we appreciate their input, it is unlikely to change the governor's approach. The governor will continue to prioritize safety of students and educators.
What works in Seattle doesn't work in Onalaska.
State Rep. Peter Abarno of Centralia just met with the Onalaska School Board in Lewis County, which is now considering making masks for students and school staffers optional.
What would you say to the people who say it's just a mask, it may keep kids and staffers safe?
To them, I say it may be just a mask to you, but this goes back to the rights and freedoms and personal responsibility.
What happens to school districts that don't apply the mask mandate?
Well, sanctions, of course. We will suspend their financial resources until they can come into compliance.
That's the state's top educator, Chris Rakedahl. The superintendent of public instruction sent off this letter to all public school districts, charter schools, and private schools in the state, saying masks are mandatory or state and federal education funding will be withheld.
Shouldn't local districts, local parents be able to decide what is best for their kids?
In times of emergency, it's really clear that this is the authority of the governor and health officials, and they're making their decisions.
I think punishing students by taking away basic education funding is not the way this should be.
A battle that could eventually go from the classroom to the courtroom over the best way to teach our kids and still keep them safe from the virus.